It's been a couple of weeks since I've played, but that gave me time. I haven't been fishing every day. I wrote a couple songs in that 2 weeks. Now I was looking there, man, look at the lineup. John and then Bob and Ralph and me and going on down there. It's like, get through the old folks first before we fall asleep. Yesterday, I was floating on Big Darby Creek with two friends of mine actually, but one of them, he's 73 years old. One of my good old friends. We fished together for probably 25 or 30 years. And this year we'll be heading into Canada in September. It'll be the 20th year in a row that we went up there into the Quetico Provincial Park. Originally we went up there, we didn't know anything about it. We just took off because a friend of ours had been in there before. And we found out some interesting things. Although it's called the Quetico Park, the Native Americans in that area always called it the Three Waters. And the reason is, if you can picture this land, it's almost in a triangle, a high point. Off of one side of the triangle, everything that flows out goes into the Great Lakes and down out into the Atlantic Ocean. Off the other side of the triangle, everything goes down into the Mississippi River and ends up in the Gulf of Mexico. And then on the third side, everything ends up in the Arctic Circle. So it's kind of a unique spot. The second thing we found about the native Indians, we call them Ojibways. In Canada, they're called Chippewas. Down here, they don't like being called Chippewas. In fact, they call themselves the Anishinaabe, which I had never heard of before we got out there. So anyway, I decided to write a song about it, and I wanted to give you that little bit of background because I will mention those things in the song. Up in Quetico, early September, the campfire's dying embers cast a ruby glow. Late at night, watching the northern lights put on their eerie show. Up in Quetico, up in Quetico, rain drumming on a canvas fly, lightning flashing in a cold gray sky, and the wind makes the tent walls bow. Or in the early morning fog, pulling through the marshes and the bogs where the peat moss and the black spruce grow. Up in Quetico, eagles fly and the moose and the bear and the timber wolves run free, where the north wind sings in the branches of the birch and the jack pine tree, where granite cliffs and waterfalls and islands come to view, traveling the three waters with a paddle and canoe. And up in Quetico, the beaver and the otter roam, the Anishinaabe still call it home, as they have since long ago. And we carry the portage, blazed years ago by the Coeur d'Ivoire on the routes that they used to go. Up in Quetico, fly and the moose and the bear and them timber wolves run free, where the north wind sings in the branches of the birch and the jack pine tree, where granite cliffs and waterfalls and islands come to view, traveling the three waters with the paddle and canoe. And up in Quetico, the sounds of that river's flow, and the calling of the loon. Wolves howling at the harvest moon recall time spent long ago in Quetico.